Nuketown Zombies might genuinely be the first, like, authentic failure of a zombies map we saw within Call of Duty Zombies. And I'm going to try and get to around 50 on it. Now, failure might be a bit of a harsh word to use, especially on a map that is as loved as Nuketown. But was Nuketown loved as a zombies map? Not really. Like, let's be honest, it just wasn't. Like, everyone at the time, I remember Black Ops 1, when Nuketown was first released, everyone was like, oh my god, this map would be sick as a zombies map. Even though, like, it was quintessentially a multiplayer map. It was one of the smallest maps we'd had since, what is this, tessellation effect? It was one of the smallest maps we'd had since, like, shipment, sorry. Oh, it's early, okay, leave me alone. And, like, people loved it. It was a super straightforward, easy map to play. You could go for high kill streaks. People loved it, right? And I remember seeing a conversation of, like, this would make a really good zombies map, and people wanted it in zombies. So, Treyarch did exactly that. They made it a zombies map. However, there was a really big, what is going on? There was a really big catch with Nuketown being a zombies map was it was a pre-order bonus for Black Ops 2. The only way you could actually obtain the map was if you pre-ordered Black Ops 2 early, and that was the only way you actually received Nuketown 2025 as a zombies map when you first got the game. And bear in mind, this was 2012, right? Pre-order bonuses and like ultimate editions and deluxe editions of games, they were a thing, but they definitely weren't as popular as what they are today. You know, a game would release usually with just one version, and in the UK there'd be like, I don't know, £45, £50 depending on the franchise, and that would be it, right? And then for a game like Call of Duty, you'd then also be able to buy the season pass, or that might be included with like the deluxe version, for instance, which would essentially just give you all the DLC as they release over time. But having like an actual pre-order bonus map in Nuketown 2025 Zombies wasn't really seen before, especially within Call of Duty. I think it was actually the first major pre-order bonus that we saw within Call of Duty, which I did think was pretty cool. But I do think that also kind of hindered the success of this map, because obviously not everyone was paying that extra 20, 30 pounds or whatever it was to get the map. And I think for that reason it largely flew like under the radar. Now, is the map necessarily bad? No. I understand why people might not like it. The map doesn't play like a conventional zombies map. It is a bit harder in that sense, because like it's not a zombies map, it's a multiplayer map converted to a zombies map. And like, did they do a good job on the conversion? Yeah, sure, it looks good, it plays all right, but like the actual like running through the rounds, the pathing of zombies is a little funky here and there. Ooh, I got an M8. And it can just get a bit chaotic and a little bit like all over the place. But I don't necessarily think it's a bad map. But I do kind of also think it was a bit of a failure. Like, it hasn't aged as well as other maps on this game. I mean, hell, I see more people giving Transit like a good name these days than when I do Nuketown 2025, and I don't get it. Maybe that's just because people didn't play the map because they never owned it. Maybe it's just because people didn't like the idea of having a multiplayer map converted into a zombie map. I don't know, but like, it doesn't seem to get that like level of love that like all the nostalgia merchants seem to give like every other map, you know? Oh, I got an SMR. I literally just traded like, what? Oh my god, I hate this gun. Worst gun in zombies? Hello? Ooh, double points. I will take that though, and I will switch over to this gun because I actually can use this thing and get kills. Oh, I got another drop, I think. Yeah, I do. Please, I'm honestly hoping for Jug. I either want Jug or Speed. Please, and drop it like right there. Where's it go? Ooh, it is coming right towards me. Don't squish me because I don't want to be crawling and die. All right, what does that drop? It's Jug. Oh my god, that's a zombie. I'm gonna grab the nuke. I'm gonna buy Jug. Oh, max ammo. I didn't even see that down there. And a double points. Oh my god, all the drops. But the other thing as well with Nuketown 2025 is it never really added much to the game. You know, like it didn't change the storyline at all. It didn't do much for like the lore. It's just kind of there, you know, which I guess is fine. And I think a lot of people at the time were like very much inclined. And I think a lot of people at the time were very much on like the zombie lore. They liked maps being like all interconnected and everything having like a reason to exist, basically. And this map obviously doesn't have that because it's literally just a bonus map. It's like Town, you know, it's there. And I think a lot of people, oh god, that's another zombie. But I have Jug, so I don't need to be worried. Yeah. But I also think, oh god, that's actually a lot of zombies. Jesus. Let's just not die. I hate trading on the side of the map, especially when I'm trying to like concentrate on talking. Brain no work. All right, you get to die. Give me the nuke. Okay, I can't even remember what I was saying, to be honest. Oh, things you absolutely love to see. Okay, I honestly can't remember what I was talking about earlier, so we're just gonna move on. I also think one thing I do really like about this map is I love how the perks work. How having things drop from like the mushroom cloud is like a feature, you know, like you don't spawn with everything, you know, you've got to actually wait for your Jug, you got to wait for your double tap, for pack a punch, whatever it is. You know, like you're guaranteed to get I didn't want to grab that. You're guaranteed to get quick revive like immediately after spawn, which I think is fine. But I really like the challenge of like, I've got to survive. Ew. I'm sorry. But I really like the idea of like, I've got to survive up to 18 rounds without certain perks, without Pack-a-Punch. Like, I like that. It's a challenge within itself, which I think is good, which is what I think zombies at the time kind of needed. I just kind of wish it wasn't on a multiplayer map compared for zombies. Even though like, I feel like, oh, and a fire sale, actually kind of perfect. Boop. I don't really know why I keep spinning the box. I just want something better than an MTAR. Okay, we're gonna switch to this quickly so I can open this. All right, there we go. I got a permapack of some sort then. And I got a Galil. I actually want that. Give. What did we just get? What was our drop? What was our drop? It's speed. Absolutely perfect. Right, as I was saying, this map is inherently a challenge map, right? It is. The fact that, like I said, you don't get your perks off the rip. You know, you've got to wait up to 18 rounds. You could be trying to survive 18 rounds without Jug, without Pack-a-Punch, without double tap, without speed. It is it is kind of scary at times, but I like that. But I do like that. I just kind of wish it wasn't on Nuketown, even though like I feel like this is kind of like the perfect map for it. I wish this was on like an original map, if that makes sense, like an original zombies map that was built specifically in mind with like this challenge of like you're not allowed your items immediately after spawn, rather than it just being like, here's Nuketown zombies, how do we spice this up a little bit to keep people interested? Oh, I know, why don't we have all the perks drop from Mushroom Cloud, which is, you know, like it's a good idea. Like it's a 7 out of 10, you know, like it's not bad. It's good. I like it. Although I think a lot of people just don't like that aspect of zombies of like, I've actually got to play the game. I don't have my crutch perks. I don't have like this safety net of perks or Pack-a-Punch or whatever else. I think my only one complaint for this map that I would have is I do wish there was more variety to the perks. I wish they gave us our stamina up. I wish they gave us Mule Kick as well. Maybe Deadshot, maybe PhD, maybe all these other perks dropped from the sky. Maybe it was just random, like which perks you were going to get one game. Maybe one game, you know, you get the OG4. Maybe the next game you play, you get Jug, you get Deadshot, you get Mule Kick, and you get Double Tap. You know, and that's your 4 perks. Awful idea, I know, but it would have been cool. Ooh, monkeys. Actually perfect. This round 50 might actually be a bit easier than I thought it was going to be. This game, just didn't have the longevity, I think, of other Black Ops 2 maps. Especially once, you know, Mob of the Dead came out. Especially once Buried came out. Especially once Origins came out. Like, all these maps that are generally regarded like some of the best maps zombies has ever seen. I kind of feel like Nuketown just kind of got swept under the rug, you know? Like, it was there and then it wasn't. And even for the most part, for most people, it just wasn't there because they didn't own the map. And I still see comments to this day when I play this map, people are like, how are you playing this? What game is it on? Like, how do I get this? So I feel like this map was just never really promoted, you know? Like, it just wasn't. I mean, obviously, you know, if you went around in 2012, you weren't playing Call of Duty in 2012, I can understand why you might be confused as to where this map came from, but that's not inherently on you. That's just kind of how it goes, you know? Oh, it looks actually perfect. I do think maybe in like the coming future, the near future, especially with this gap we're gonna have of 2 years without zombie content, this map could maybe see like a little bit of a revival if people want to play, you know, an old game. If people are going back and experiencing the heydays of zombies or Call of Duty, or like nostalgia, whatever you want, this map could be good for that. You know, like it's available on Plutonium if you have the ability to access that. I'm sure it's probably, I would hope it's like fairly reasonably priced considering it's 10 years old. Like if you've got to pay like £20 to get this map or whatever, or however much it is in your native currency, then absolutely not. So, you know, maybe in the future could we see a resurgence of this map? You know, possibly, maybe, I don't know. Will it happen? Probably not, because I think this map's already kind of set in stone as like just this very average, not great zombies map that was released with Black Ops 2. I feel like, you know, like it's the damage is done basically, you know. And I think with that's how this map became the Forgotten Bo2 Zombies map. You know, like I said, at least Transit was bad, you know. The people remember Transit because of how bad it was. Die Rise is the same. Die Rise is an incredible idea, poorly executed, you know, which in turn makes it bad, and it gets remembered. This map isn't inherently bad. It's not inherently good either. It's just there. It's honestly, in comparison to the rest of the maps on this game, it's boring. And I think that is why this will go down as one of the most forgotten zombies maps, and probably the first genuine failure for a zombies map ever. I mean, not ever. Definitely not the biggest failure ever, absolutely not, but definitely probably one of the most forgotten maps ever. And with that being said, a little rant over, we're gonna try and get to round 50. I mean, like, growing up as well, this map was my go-to when it came to like playing Black Ops 2 Zombies, especially those like opening 3 or 4 months of the game where we had Transit and we had Town and Farm and all the other little small segments of that map. And then we obviously got Die Rise, and we had 2 absolute stinkers of a map drop one after the other. You know, you play them for a bit, you realize they're just not for you, you don't like them, they're not good, whatever it is, and then you start playing something else. And that thing for me was Nuketown Zombies, and I got, at the time, pretty good at it. You know, trying to get the DSR out of the box, because I realized you could take the scope off of it if you pack a punch it, which I absolutely loved. You know, I thought the idea of having Nuketown as zombies and my, like, 14-year-old brain was sick. I loved it. And it was just something I played a lot as a kid. And I think I'd go a step further and say, I think I was probably one of the only people who were, like, genuinely and consistently played this map when it was like new and fresh. I think I've never actually got around 50 on this map either. Like, truthfully, I think the highest I've ever got to is like 42. Like, it's never something I've ever done. But I have a pretty good loadout. I've got a rig on Mark II, which is actually kind of phenomenal. I can't believe I pulled that, like, what, second spin, third spin of the box. So maybe around 50 is obtainable today. I just kind of need pack a punch and double tap to drop, and I think once they do drop, we can get some goodies on the go. I just need it to drop, and I've got monkeys. I've actually got a pretty decent setup. I don't know what this tessellation, like, effect problem is with this map at the moment, though. It's kind of driving me nuts. Every time I look over and everything's just kind of, like, not rendered in. What is going on with you? Please drop me perk. I think I'd actually rather you drop me pack a punch at the moment. I mean, to be fair, either one of them is actually a very good, like, drop, because they both increase my damage at the moment, so I'm not really that bothered, but I would like pack a punch, I'm not gonna lie. All right, that looks like the other side of the map. It actually looks like it's gonna drop in the house. But the real question is, what did it drop? And I feel like this is kind of one of the things I always loved about this map, is like, you've now got this like guessing game, or this little like game within the game of like, what did it drop, you know? What item am I about to receive? Am I about to get screwed over? Am I about to be, you know, get the luck of the gods or whatever, you know? Like, it's kind of like this fun little inner game of like chance, which I get not a lot of people are gonna like. They're not gonna like a zombies map being based off of RNG, which is fine. But then I say to that, could this map not make you better at the game, being limited to what you're allowed to use? Because I feel like it certainly made me a bit better at the game. What is it? It is pack a punch. Pack a punch always seems to drop there for me. I don't know what it is. Every single game I play, it's there. You know, but as I was saying, would you not see this map as a challenge to maybe get better at playing the game? I swear to God, if I lose my rig on now because you're gonna be pissed. Would it not spare you to try and learn the map and how to play without your certain perks and certain ways of playing? I don't want that sight on my gun, I'm sorry. I like it in multiplayer, not in zombies. Give me a red dot, please. Thank you. That was another thing as well. Double packing was introduced in this game. Not this map, but this game. This map is where I discovered you could do that. I won't lie. I'm getting another drop already. I got 2 drops in the same round. This kind of boggers. Never seen this before. I mean, you know, like I did kind of get like very lucky with my drops this game. You know, like I got the perks in the order I'd like them. Actually, no, yeah, I did get the drops in the order I'd like them. I like having double tap, like one of the last perks you get, just because like it's good. But I value quick reloads more. Obviously, I value more health as well. Like, you know, I kind of got the luck, which is very nice because it's not something I usually get with zombies. And there we go. There's my full loadout around 15. I think the minimum round you can actually get your full loadout on this map, which isn't, you know, like going back to that conversation of like the map, it makes the map harder. Does it? Like, does it really? Like, the opening 15 rounds, I mean, obviously, I think I got pretty lucky with the double drop in one round. But, like, does it make it harder? Because round 18 isn't, like, the most difficult thing in the world. All right, granted, if you don't get Jug, that could be quite difficult. As you've seen, I've already been hit quite a few times in quick succession, which would have killed me. You know, does it make it the most difficult thing in the world? Does it? Like, does it really? Like, If you're good at the game, then no. If you're bad at the game, then yes. But if you're mid at the game like I am, it's not really. And like the atmosphere of like Nuketown 2025 zombies isn't that bad either. Like, I actually quite like it. Like the lightning coming from the storm, the mushroom cloud is sick. Like, you know some shit's gone down here, you know? Which I kind of like. I think one of my main complaints or my main wants for this map is I would have liked if they opened up the map a bit more. Like how Alpha Omega does it, but maybe instead of going on the ground like that map does, we open up the rest of the street. Like if I could go down there, that would have been kind of cool. And that's kind of another thing as well. Speaking of Alpha Omega, I never really saw that many people talk about like, oh, this map's been done before when that map was coming around, because like I just feel like people didn't know this map existed. Now obviously, you know, if you've been playing zombies, that's a zombie behind me. Now, like, granted, obviously, if you've been playing zombies for a while, you'll know about Nuketown 2025. Like, you just will, right? I still feel like this map didn't get any recognition. Like, it didn't spark the conversation of like, oh, I remember Nuketown from Black Ops 2. This was, you know, a map I used to play, blah, 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 blah. Like, it just kind of like, people were just like, yep, Alpha Omega, Nuketown, this is sick. Open up the bottom, this is cool. Like, I hardly ever saw the conversation of like, oh, this map is another remaster. Like we were getting with, you know, Blood of the Dead and with Classified and whatever else was out at the time. I can't even remember the maps of Black Ops 4, oh my god. And I think a lot of that comes down to going back to that conversation of like, this map just wasn't promoted. It wasn't there. To a lot of people, it doesn't exist, especially if like you're late to the franchise, you know, like you buy, because it doesn't get included as well. It's another thing. It's like if you are someone who was late to the franchise, right? That was close. If you're someone who was late into the franchise and you go back and you play Black Ops 2 and you get the game and then you get the season pass, you get all the DLCs, right? But guess what you don't get? You don't get Nuketown. It doesn't come with that, you know? Like, it doesn't come with that. You have to buy this separately from everything. So I think that's another reason why this map kind of just got left behind and, you know, subsequently forgotten. The only way to buy it was to buy it separately, and like, let's be honest, who's gonna pay that much attention? If you buy a season pass, right, you're gonna expect all the content to be in that season pass. Oh, this is our first down. Yep. Oh god, I didn't have time to pull out a monkey. I just knew that was over for me the second I saw that. Then I'm stuck on something as well. I can't move. This could be the end of this run immediately. Oh god, this actually could be the end. I mean, the purpose of this video wasn't to get to around 50. It was kind of just to talk about the maps. I'm not that bothered if I do die, but I would like to try and at least get to around 25. I want to make it halfway. Oh my god, where did that zombie come from? I got like, he just landed on my head. I'm losing my voice. Oh my god, everything's falling apart around me. Right, I don't remember where Quick Revive was at all. I'm not gonna lie. Never mind to find it. What was that English? Hello? But like, do I think Nuketown deserves this hate that it gets? No, I kind of don't. I don't understand why people turn around and just like bash on this map and hate it as much as they do. Because like, it is there. There's a lot of people that just don't like the map for whatever reason. And I don't kind of get it. You know, like, I definitely think this is a better, like a raw survival experience. I do think this is better than a lot of other maps on this game, especially on Black Ops 2 that you could play, you know, looking at directly at town, looking directly at farm and whatever. Like, I do think it's better than those maps. I definitely think the replayability for this map is better as well than a lot of maps because of the perk system and how that works and having things drop from the cloud, like I've said 17 times. Like, I don't get why it's hated, but I do understand how it's forgotten. I'm stuck on a zombie. I'm down again. I got stuck. And the joys of playing zombies, everything can just fall apart immediately. Oh, come on. I mean, like I said, the point of this video wasn't to get to around 50. That was just kind of like a sub goal. The point of this video was kind of talk about Nuketown and like why I like it and why I think it failed. I didn't get panicked. I mean, do I think this map's a failure? I mean, kind of. I mean, not really. I mean, I don't know. Because, like, I definitely think it was a failure in terms of, like, its overall success. Did Nuketown, like, encourage people to spend that extra money and buy that bigger, like, version of the game? Probably not. I think a lot of people looked at that and went, oh, I get the season pass on this deal. And I also get Nuketown. That's kind of cool. I'm never going to play it, but cool, I guess. It should have been included with the game for free at launch, is why I think this map should have had. All right, I don't think this map should have been a pre-order bonus. I don't think this map should have been, like, any of that sort of stuff. I think this map should have been, like, the Giant. Wait, was the Giant a pre-order bonus? I don't remember. I don't remember, actually, now I think about it. I don't think it was. Was it? No, it wasn't. I don't know. I actually don't know. I can't remember. I think the Giant was free from launch, I think, which is what this map should have been like. It should have been there from the start with transit, free for everyone to play. And then this map would have been way more successful, I think. Because like, you think a lot of casuals, for instance, would look at Nuketown and go, oh my god, Nuketown has zombies? I'm absolutely gonna play that. And they probably would have. Whereas like, you think like anyone who played multiplayer at the time as like a main was looking at that and going, oh wow, Nuketown zombies, I want to get me in some of that. Like, no. Sure, they might have played it once or twice, but then after that, never again, probably. But I think if the game was launched with Nuketown and Transit as like the two opening maps, absolutely this map would have been a success. It being locked behind a paywall though, no. Not a good idea. Which I do think like Treyarch subsequently learned from, you know, with the Giant, if that was free from launch, which I believe it was. Oh my god, again, there's another thing I hate about Black Ops 2 Zombies, is this them walking around 24 and having to wait for them. I should not have to wait for a zombie to move his ass because he spawned halfway across the map and decided to walk. I hate it. All right, halfway to 50. I think I'm happy if I die at this point. There's another thing as well. The switch of the eyes, the color change in this map is something I think is sick. I think it's the one little tiny detail that actually connects everything together and makes this part of like the actual lore. I can't remember exactly why it happens in like the actual lore, but I do love it. The attention to detail there is great. Is it necessarily needed? No, because let's be honest, who's gonna pay attention? Because I have already forgotten what color their eyes were before blue. But it is nice. It is a nice little attention to detail, which I do respect. Although I am curious to see like what other people think about this map. Bear in mind, these are just like my own opinions and thoughts about the map. Like, you know, I've as usual not really done much research into this. Just kind of sat down with an idea and started rambling about it because, like, you know, it's how I feel. It's what I feel about this map. But I am interested to see like how other people viewed this map, especially if you were around like growing up in this game when this game was new, because I always remember being like the only person who had this map, or I remember being like the person who had like Nuketown and then going to like my friends like, oh, do you want to play Nuketown Zombies? And they're being like, what's Nuketown Zombies? And they're like, the map on Black Ops 2 for zombies, you know, like Transit. It's zombies, you shoot things, but it's on Nuketown. And there's people being like, no, I don't remember that. I don't know what that is. Is that new? And it's like, no, it's been since launch, you dingus. So I'm definitely interested to see like how other people viewed this map growing up, or like when it was new and whatnot. Because I can't be the only one who like just like knew the map existed but seemingly watched it get forgotten, you know? Like I can't be the only one. What is happening there? What the hell? Can't believe I had those 2 downs in round 21. Like 2 back-to-back downs. Who does that? And that is why I am incredibly mid at playing zombie games. I know this is going to be a little off topic, but I'm recording this on the day the MW2 beta drops. And I know, I know. I've been banging on about this for the last like week or so, but I'm excited, okay? I'm recording this on the day the MW2 beta drops for PC. And I am very excited. I just thought I'd let you all know. I haven't played the game yet, and I've been very much looking forward to it. And I think I am about to lose my life to this game for the next 4 days. Like, genuinely. It's been a long time since I felt like excitement like this for a game. Like probably since like MW 2019, if I'm to be honest. And like, you know, it's just, you know, it's nice to have this feeling back again for Call of Duty of like, I want to play the game. I want to explore the game. I want to like learn new things. I want to discover what I like about the game, what I dislike about the game, you know? I'm looking forward to the new camo grind as well next year, because I think it's going to be the first one I go for in a very long, well, I mean, say the first one I go for in a very long time. It's going to be the first one I go for since, you know, you guessed it, MW 2019. I mean, I guess also Cold War with Dark Ether, but that doesn't count because that was zombies and it was a doddle. But in terms of multiplayer, I'm very much looking forward. We get the campaign a week early, which I'm looking forward to that as well. I will definitely be doing a playthrough of that. And yeah, it's just it's getting very close to the beginning of like the next chapter for Call of Duty, and like what could potentially be a closing chapter on zombies for 2 years. I mean, it's not going to be like a closing chapter on zombies for me. I'm still going to be making zombies content, obviously. I am obviously also going to make some Modern Warfare content. I mean, I say some. I'm going to make a bit, all right? You know, I have plans. I just reloaded the gun and you're telling me it gave me half? Are you kidding me, bro? I scammed. But I'm excited. I'm intrigued to see what the next 2 years... Oh my god, that's death! I'm intrigued to see what the next 2 years of Call of Duty bring us. Like, there's excitement over the future of, like, Call of Duty in general. But, like, I'm also kind of, like, I'm not nervous because I know Zombies is going to survive the 2-year drought. Because custom zombie, I mean, you know, I say survive. It's going to survive for me, at least on PC, because I've got access to custom zombies. But, like, you know, I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I think I was worried a few weeks ago, but, like, I watched Lex's video the other day, which was, like, all about, like, the upcoming, like, 30 maps or whatever for custom zombies. And I'm like, that's a lot over 2 years, you know? Even if like 10 of them all release within like the same week or the same like month, that's still a lot of content, you know? That's still a lot. And they're not like small projects either. They're like full on, like in-depth zombie experiences for customs, which I'm very much looking forward to, which I do think will like quench the thirst, shall we say? I don't know why I decided to go with that sentence for zombies content. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see, like, you know, what they can do with it, because I do think custom zombies has the potential to be great, like actually like phenomenal. Like some of the maps I've seen, like the Fallout one, like I'm not a huge Fallout fan, but the fact that we're getting like basically like a Fallout meets zombies collab that's all going to be in custom zombies is fucking insane. Like, it's nuts. Okay, this LSAT kind of weak, I'm not gonna lie. It's not putting out the juice on round 30. But I don't just want to sit and use the ray gun the entire time, because I know if I do that, I'm going to die, because I'm going to run out of ammo. Do you know one thing I've literally just thought on of what could make this map cool and a bit better? Is if, you know how like when you die 3 times, right? Or you down twice and you buy quick revive for the 3rd time, and quick revive, you know, leaves, it disappears, it runs away from you. What they could have done with this map was they just have the mushroom cloud spit out another perk. They're like, okay, this one's gone, here you go, here's another one. Like a complete random different perk that was just in like the BO2 files. Because we could have got Mule Kick, could have got Cherry, could have got PhD, could have got Stamina Up, could have got Vulture Aid. Even though that wouldn't have been out at the time, but they could have added it, like they added the ray gun. That would have made this map cool and unique, like actually unique. Oh, the better LMG. I don't need to pack a bunch of this like quickly, or I might die. Oh god, this is risky. I'm doing it. I'm going. This is how I die. This is the end. Thank you. I didn't get a sight. Actually, do you know what? I'm not that bothered I didn't get a sight. I am not bothered, actually. I lied. The iron sights to this thing sucks. It's so big. Nah, she's never said that to me. Oh, the hammer is so good to use. You know, for a Forgotten Zombies map, I'm having fun. For a map I don't play very much myself, I'm having fun. I'm enjoying it. It's definitely, you know, it's definitely been a good time. Maybe that's nostalgia talking, I don't know. But I am enjoying it. I feel like every time I grab a nuke in this game, I need to close my eyes so I don't go blind. Don't burn my retinas, you know? Like, it's so bright. That's another thing why I hate the nuke as well, especially BO2. Like, the BO2 has the worst nuke. It does. It does. Alright? The fact that, like, it doesn't kill zombies together, like, it kills them one by one, and it takes 30 seconds. But in that time, all the other zombies start spawning that aren't affected by the nuke that can kill you. So I was just stood there like an idiot expecting them all to die. There's like 1 or 2 of them in there. I just like... He doesn't know. He doesn't know. And they come up behind you and murder you. Like, it's not even like a good defense tactic in this game. The best nuke, and how all nukes should be, is the World War II nuke. You grab it, it blows everything up immediately, and there's no more. It literally just sends out like a massive pulse wave and kills everything in your way. And it's like, great, that's everything dead. What a nuke should be. Not this like one by one that's gonna take 30 seconds. It's gonna get you trapped and killed. God, I hate it. It's so bad. Try out Clan. Please. I mean, I'm saying that like they haven't already done that because it pretty much is the same thing in Cold War, but like, you know what I mean. Oh no, it's death. I died, so I feel like I got hit twice then and died. I got hit so quickly then. Jesus. I just wasn't paying attention. I was kind of just in my own little bubble. This actually could be where I die now. I kind of zoned out and was just like, you know what? We're just shooting things. We're having a good time. I'm dead. Yep, nope, I am not. Whew, that was risky. I am dead now though. Yep, nope, I don't know what's going on anymore. We do have some monkey bombs, can't buy quick revive because I've already lost it. I have 1 life left and then I'm dead. Urgh. I'm panicking. I'm also not wearing my glasses as well, which is probably a mistake on my part. You know, just getting my excuses ready for when I inevitably don't make it to around 50. Is there max ammo in there? No, it's an insta-kill, but I will take it. Switch. Blast. I just need a max ammo. All I'm waiting for. You've been so kind to me this entire game. Don't start shafting me now. Saved. Not saved because I'm about to die because I'm reloading guns in stupid areas. Right, you know, round 35, I'm not too displeased with that. I think 35 is okay. I think it's okay. I will be happy if I die after this point. I will say one thing I do love about Nuketown is the camo. The weapon camo after Pack-a-Punch is so good. Like, it's so good. It's like an oil spill but on my gun. It's what the Vanguard camo wishes it could be. You know, it looks so nice. It looks so nice. Why are you there? It's like the worst place for you to be. I'm dead. But like for real though. Get me out of this little cubby hole. I need to start remembering to use my monkey bombs when I'm in danger like that. Like now. I should listen to my own advice, huh? I really should. We may not have made it to round 50, but I did get to talk about everything I wanted to, which was the main point of this video. So like, you know, Nuketown, is it a failure? Would I call it a failure? No. But I would probably label it as the most forgotten Call of Duty map of all time.